Watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 6, covering the entire DMV. 2 hurt in a hotel fire, the latest from Loudoun County after a massive blaze scorched one event venue. And solar sensation, millions across the U.S. and here at home, gearing up for that rare eclipse. How to keep yourself safe.
And I'll have that forecast for the solar eclipse tomorrow, but right now things are looking beautiful and lots of sunshine is being seen. Can it really continue into tomorrow? Stick around for my forecast.
A nice day indeed, Scott. Thank you. Stretching your dollar as well. Ahead of that crucial tax filing deadline, the help you need to know to save. And champions crowned. In the most watched women's college basketball tournament of all time, South Carolina is the last one standing, with a superstar that captivated the nation finishing as a runner-up. Good Sunday evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Ben Dennis. Developing right now in DC, police officers are on the scene of a barricade situation in Northwest Glover Park neighborhood. Officials got the call around 2:30 this afternoon for a report of a man with a gun inside of an apartment near Davis Place. We're told negotiators are trying to get the man to come out. It is unconfirmed if he is armed, but they say this is not a hostage situation. Police are, meantime, asking folks to avoid the area as they work to resolve the incident. They do not think anybody is in danger. Firefighters in Loudoun County, they're investigating this hotel that caught fire yesterday. Crews say it broke out of the Cortland Farm Manor Inn in Aldie. A hotel staff member and firefighter were sent to the hospital. They have since been released. 4 guests staying in at the inn, well, they were displaced. The total damages estimated to be around $2.8 million. Officials say that fire was accidental. In Prince William County, police say one man was shot in Woodbridge this afternoon. We're told this happened at the intersection of Tasia Lane and Norris Point Way around 1 p.m. This is near I-95 and Cardinal Drive. The victim sent to the hospital, no word on their condition. And police in St. Mary's County say that a motorcyclist is dead and a woman and child are in the hospital following a crash in Hollywood. Officials say the crash happened at the intersection of Three Notch Road and Tom Hodges Drive around 10:30 a.m. Police say a woman driving a car turned into the path of a motorcycle trying to cross the street. The motorcyclist ejected and died. The woman driving the car and the child sent to the hospital. Child is listed in critical condition. No word on the woman's condition. In Prince George's County, police say that a man was shot and killed early this morning. It happened on Suitland Road in Camp Springs around 3:15. It was at a parking lot where police say they found the victim. He later died at the hospital. The investigation is ongoing. We want to get back to your forecast with Scott Sumner. We know that eclipse is on the way. Yeah. Hey, please let the nice weather continue. A beautiful Sunday to spend it outside.
Well, we may turn the corner just a little bit, give you a little bit of a tease there. We'll talk about that coming up in just a few minutes, but I want to talk about our current weather. Sunny conditions are seen out there as we look towards Pentagon and Pentagon City. 64 degrees, not too bad a day as I did predict and forecast yesterday for today. We'll stay in the 60s here in the district through 7 p.m. and then fall into the 50s through about mid-evening. After that, we'll slide through the 40s. Bottoming out around 40 like we did last night. Very similar numbers here by the time we get to 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Our satellite and radar perspective again showing all the highways and byways looking fine and dry. And it will continue into tomorrow as well as we are between systems. You see one off to the west out towards Chicago's land and another one exiting upstate in northern New England, Maine, and Labrador area, as well as the Nova Scotia vicinity. So we're wedged in between. We've got some nice weather now. Some of those clouds out towards our west will move on in for tomorrow, but it's not going to be completely overcast for the solar eclipse tomorrow. And again, I'll have more details on that in just a bit. But from 8 to 10, mostly clear skies in the district. Back to you, Ben.
All righty, Scott, thank you. Today marks the 6-month anniversary of the start of the war between Israel and Hamas. Roughly 1,200 people died when Hamas stormed into the southern area of Israel October the 7th. Tens of thousands of people in Gaza have also died in the fighting. Our Dave Laval tells us the focus of today's large demonstration on the National Mall centered on Israelis held in Gaza.
Bring them home!
The rally cry for the hostages in Gaza as supporters march from the Washington Monument.
We demand a deal! Now! For all!
Several thousand people make their way across the National Mall, demanding the immediate release of the hostages.
We met with our friend, and this is his sister, Carmel Gott.
Arlington's Jolie Bain Pillsbury says she's friends with one hostage's family. She says they paid a horrible price in the Hamas attack.
Her mother was killed by the Hamas horde on October 7th. Her brother escaped, and his wife and little child. It was a miracle.
The demonstration comes on the 6-month anniversary of the Hamas invasion, which saw 1,200 people killed and 240 others taken hostage. Israel says more than 130 people now remain captive. Rally organizers fear for their safety.
They are in inhumane situations. The Red Cross can't even get to them. They don't have food. They are being abused, violated, and the longer they're there, the more chance that they'll die. They're getting weaker and weaker.
Bring them home.
The Jewish Federation of Greater Washington and the Hostage and Missing Families Forum organized the demonstration that also drew support from outside Washington. Israeli opposition party leader Yair Lapid joined the rally to deliver a message at the Lincoln Memorial.
Bring them home.
At the National Mall, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Dave. More than 33,000 people in Gaza have died in the fighting, along with 7 members of the DC-based World Central Kitchen. They perished in last week's air raid by Israel, which apologized, calling the deaths accidental.
Undefeated South Carolina has won its 3rd national championship.
And turning now, the South Carolina Gamecocks, they took down Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes 87-75 this afternoon. South Carolina completed the first perfect season in women's college basketball since the program did it back in 2016. Alex Flem will join us in the next half hour with more on that historic matchup. On the move, if you take the Red Line, listen up. WMATA released its shuttle plans for when 5 Red Line stations will close this summer. DC News Now's Kevon Dupree had a chance to look over that plan and breaks it down for us.
Starting June 1st, every Red Line station between Glenmont and Tacoma will be closed for construction. And today we're learning more about the travel alternatives. WMATA will have a free shuttle service for commuters, while improvements are made to Glenmont, Wheaton, Forest Glen, Silver Spring, and Tacoma. They'll have local service that stops at each Red Line station, a limited 1 option that starts at Glenmont, stops at Wheaton, then travels directly to Fort Totten, a limited 2 option that starts at Forest Glen, stops at Silver Spring, then travels directly to Fort Totten, an express service between Silver Spring and the Metro Center in D.C. Several Montgomery County leaders penned a letter to WMATA last month, voicing their concerns about the inconvenience closing the 5 stations may cause commuters. Montgomery County Council President Andrew Friedson was one of the leaders who helped draft the letter.
Our biggest concerns are making sure that the state and WMATA and our local transportation officials are working in a collaborative way.
Friedson says there will certainly be challenges with this transition, which is why they're doing all they can to help lessen the impact it will have on people's commutes.
There is no replacement in the region for Metro service, and so we need the Metro service to be safe, we need to be reliable, we need the necessary repairs to take place, we need that to happen as quickly as possible.
The Tacoma station is scheduled to be closed from June 1st to June 29th, and the other 4 stations are scheduled to be closed until August 31st. Reporting in Silver Spring, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Kevon tonight. Of course, as we inch closer and closer to that rare partial solar eclipse tomorrow afternoon that we'll see here in the DMV, well, watch parties are scheduled all across the area, including at Bowie State University. DC News Now anchor Annalisa Gale sat down with one professor that will guide high school and college students through that experience.
This is a very exciting time.
Physics professor DeWitt Hailu is looking forward to hosting roughly 3,000 people at the Bulldog Football Stadium at Bowie State University on Monday, April 8th. They'll start meeting at 2 p.m. about an hour before the partial solar eclipse is expected in Maryland.
So we'll have around 87-88% obstruction around 3:20 p.m.
Hailu has been explaining to his 7-year-old son how the partial solar eclipse will work as they both prepare for the rare event that will educate the young and old.
The thing I used for him to show is, so I had a lamp, all right, and then I put two balls. He had a basketball and a soccer ball on each sides. And then what I do is, okay, now pretend the soccer ball is just the moon. It comes in between the basketball and the lamp, which is the sun.
He hopes that the university's watch party will also serve as a magnet for high school students interested in learning more about science, technology, engineering, and math.
And we are bringing also NASA engineers.
Free glasses will be provided to all who attend, one of the things recommended for eye protection during a partial solar eclipse. Another safety reminder is for drivers.
In terms of accidents, I would say we should be cautious, even not drive at the time, because for about 4 minutes it's going to get darker, and add that to the weather, it may be a little bit dimmer.
Hailu says it will be decades before more than 80% of the sun will be obstructed in Maryland again. His advice is to take the time to experience it.
This is going to happen in 2079, if you want to see the same event.
And the event is also open to the public at Bowie State University. Stay tuned tomorrow. DC News Now will be covering it all from all angles on the National Mall to Chantilly and also at Bowie State.